pin-drop silence filled the room. I shared a look with Ace. He gave me a curt nod, which gave me the strength to ask the woman, "Can you elaborate, please?" The woman sucked in a deep breath. "Look at me." When we looked at her, she shook her head with a sigh. "No, I mean, look at my stomach. I am 5 months pregnant." I looked at her stomach to find she had a small baby bump. "I want to believe you, but I need more proof," I said to the woman. "I knew you would ask for it, so I brought everything," said the woman and handed me a few medical reports, including a few close pictures of her with Simon. I took those and started going through those papers. Ace was also looking at those. "If these are fake by any chance, you will directly go to hell, and I will make sure of that," Ace said in a harsh tone, making me glare at him at that instant. "It's either she's going to hell or Simon Rainstorm. How dare he even try to betray you?" He was fuming in anger. Knowing this woman wasn't lying and I couldn't even prove Simon was innocent because I didn't know him properly, I realized the massive mistake I was about to make. How could I marry someone I barely knew? I knew Simon for about 2 months only. My life would have been ruined if this woman didn't appear on time. Maybe God had some other plans and saved me from ruining my life. "I'm going to shoot that guy," Ace mumbled. My eyes grew as wide as saucers and I grabbed his hand, preventing him from walking out of the room with boiling anger. "Ace, don't," I said calmly, looking at his green eyes with my gray ones. "How can I not?" he snapped at me. "He was about to ruin your life. Give us some time," I told the woman, and she got out of the room. Then I heaved a sigh and put a hand of mine over his shoulder. "Ace, I am okay right now, aren't I? It can be that they had a one-night stand and she got pregnant, or maybe they are girlfriend-boyfriend. Either way, I'm not marrying Simon anymore." Ace pushed my hand away. "Do you even realize that he would have ruined your life if this woman didn't come here with proof?" When I nodded, he ran a hand through his brown hair and asked in disbelief, "How can you stay so calm?" I was confused as to why I was calm. Maybe it was because I was already having second thoughts on this marriage, and this pregnancy of the woman gave me a reason to not marry Simon Rainstorm. "Whatever happened, it all happened. We can't do anything about it now," I breathed out. "What will you do now?" he asked curiously. "I swear if you still marry him, I will take you to hell with me." I shook my head. "No, I won't ruin that unborn baby's future by marrying the father. Besides, why can't you say heaven for once instead of hell?" I arched an eyebrow with a smile. His lips curved into a small smile, but he covered it up and put his hands in his pocket. "We both know we are going to end up there. How can you be sure I will land up in hell?" I asked curiously. "I don't know about you, but I will be there for sure, and I will drag you with me, come what may," he responded, making me burst into laughter. He smiled too when he saw me. "Ava, you should tell Robert that you can't marry today, that too, not with Simon at all." "Yes, I am going to his study. Today is his daughter's wedding, but nothing will stop him from doing his work," I deadpanned, and Ace chuckled. "I will be waiting in your room," he said while I walked out of my room. As I was on my way to my father's study, I bumped into someone. I glanced at the person, only to find it was Blue Stone, my father's personal assistant. A few papers scrambled from the file he was carrying. "I am so sorry, Blue," I mumbled and got down to pick up the papers. "No, Ava, I am sorry. Let me do this," Blue said and got down to pick the papers too. While handing the papers to him, one paper caught my attention. As Blue was about to take the paper from my hand, I stopped him. "Wait a minute, Blue. Did you know about this?" Blue gulped, seeing the paper I was holding. He averted his gaze. "Sir was diagnosed with this 3 weeks ago, but he didn't want to tell you about it before your wedding, Ava." I could feel tears forming in my eyes, but I managed to control myself in front of Blue. "My father had a weak heart and he didn't tell me. Don't worry, it's the initial stage, and he started his treatment already," spoke Blue. "Don't let him find out that you know. He doesn't want to see you sad at your wedding." I hummed in response and handed him the paper. I started walking towards my room. If I told my father that I wasn't getting married today, it would affect his health. I would rather die than see him getting worried about me. He did so much for me. The least I could do was to get married today in front of so many people and avoid my father getting humiliated. I couldn't cancel my wedding. I had to get married by today. But I couldn't ruin an unborn baby's life as well. Never have I ever felt this much helpless in my life. As soon as I stepped into my bedroom, I heard Ace's voice as he walked to me. What's wrong, Ava? Did you tell Robert everything? He further spoke when I didn't reply. I am sure he is as furious as I am. I should speak to him on ways to kill him. Robert loves me too much to plan a murder with me, especially if someone who was about to ruin you. As soon as Ace said that, I looked at him with a blank expression. My dad loved Ace. He was my best friend and a nice guy. I knew him since we went to a summer camp together. At that time, he was a senior while I was a freshman in high school. He was the only one who could save 3 lives, the unborn babies, my father's and mine. Ace. I started speaking. He patiently waited for me to continue. Sucking in a deep breath, I asked, Ace Valentino, will you marry me?